Very good morning, dear children. This chapter is from Physics, chapter 8. This is motion. So, in this chapter, we will discuss about the movement in the things, how things can move, how we can say the things are moving, things on rest. So, in this chapter, we will discuss about the motion. So, let us start today's chapter. The first topic is rest. A body is said to be in a state of rest when its position does not change with respect to a reference point, means there is no changes in the position. Next is motion. A body is said to be in motion when its position changes, means here we can say position changes, like there is changes in the position. So motion is divided into three categories. First one is linear motion, second is circulatory motion and oscillatory motion. Physical quantity. It is a physical property of a material that can be measured. It has two types. Scalar quantity. It is a physical quantity having only magnitude, not direction. So in this scalar quantity, only magnitude is there. There is no direction. Means things can go anywhere in any direction. For example, speed and distance. Next is vector quantity. It is a physical quantity having both magnitude as well as direction. So here we can say in this type of movement there will be magnitude as well as direction. So examples are velocity, acceleration, displacement, momentum, force, etc. So these are the types of the motion. So we will discuss in physical quantities of motion. First is distance, displacement, speed, velocity, uniform or non-uniform motion, acceleration, graphs, equations of motion. So children, in next part we will discuss in detail. First is distance. The actual path length travelled by an object is called distance. It is a scalar quantity. I have told you before, this is a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity is a distance. It always positive and can't be zero. This quantity distance will be always positive. It will not be zero. Its SI unit is meter. So distance we measure in meters. Suppose if we travel at one place to another place, so the distance will be measured in meter or kilometers. Next is displacement. The shortest distance between initial position and final position is called displacement. Means initial position means from where we are starting. Final position till where we are going. So this is called distance between the initial position or final position is called displacement. It is a vector quantity. It can be positive, negative and 0. Its SI unit is meter. Here is difference between distance and displacement. First is distance and another side is displacement. It is the actual path length travelled by an object. It is the shortest distance between initial point and final point. It is a scalar quantity. It is a vector quantity. It always positive and can't be zero. It can be positive, negative and can't be zero. Here is speed and velocity. The distance travelled by a body per unit time, it is called speed. So in this distance travelled by the body, here is distance and time. So distance and time is related to speed. Distance we can write m, for time we can write s. It is a scalar quantity, it always positive, its SI unit meter per second. Next is velocity. The distance travelled by a body per unit time in given direction. So there is direction is given. In the speed there is no direction, but in the velocity there is direction. It is speed with direction. Velocity is related to displacement and time. Displacement means initial position to final position. It is a vector quantity. It can be positive, negative and zero. Its SI unit is meter per second. Don't be confused, children. In the speed, SI unit is meter per second, or in the velocity, SI unit is meter per second. Average speed. Average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. Average speed we represent by V, distance we represent by S, or time we represent by T. So now we get the formula for average speed. V is equal to S upon T. So children, if you have the value for distance and time, you can measure the average speed by using this formula. Average velocity. Average velocity is equal to initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2. Average velocity we represent by v, initial velocity u, or final velocity v. Here is the formula for this. V is equals to u plus v upon 2. So if you have the value for initial velocity and final velocity, so we can measure the value for average velocity. Types of motion: uniform motion and non-uniform motion. When a body travels equal distance in equal interval of time, then the motion is said to be uniform motion. Non-uniform motion: when a body travels unequal distance in equal interval of time, it is said to be non-uniform motion. Acceleration: the rate of change of velocity of an object with respect to time is called acceleration. It is a vector quantity. Acceleration is A equals to V minus U upon T. Initial velocity is equals to U, final velocity V, time T. It may be positive or negative. Negative acceleration is also known as retardation or deceleration. SI unit of H meter per second. Thank you, dear children. God bless you.